Hey YouTube, it's Aethos back in Ace updates, and it's the first month, so we've got ourselves the daily card, I guess, offers, right? So I'll be quick about this first one. No, just no. Like what? 30 premium hero crystals for $30. So let me get this right. Kabam. For the cost of a console game, you're going to give me, 28 2-stars and maybe a 3-star or 2? Ooh, but hold on. I get 1.5 4-stars right now. That will help me in Act 4? If I'm new to the game, and if I'm uncollected, which my alt is, for example, or Cavalier, I'm not using these at all. I mean, unless maybe I'm doing, variant 4? And then 100,000 gold. So normally you should get 300,000 gold with this. You get a third the gold that you normally do. So trash, garbage. I don't care if it's your first day playing this game. Don't buy this Premium Hero Crystal deal. Trash. Okay. Now, the Grandmaster Daily card. Okay. This is actually getting into decent deal territory. Right? So you get, look at that. So you get half the gold that you should normally get. Let's start with that. Half the gold you get. Normally you would see for $50, 500,000 gold. So you're getting shafted on gold. But you get 7,500 5-star crystals now. Now, the featured 5-star crystal is pretty good. And they could have, they could have done a lot of things with this. But 7,500, you're halfway to a featured, or 75% of the way to a full 5-star. It's not bad. Now, they've put the value of 5-star at about $50. However, if you consider, just for sake of argument, okay, that $50 gets you 1,450 units, right? And a Grandmaster Crystal in the regular store, is 200 units, right? They're going to give you 5 right now, so they're going to give you 35, right? Times 200. Okay, so they can give you 700 units, which is going to get you halfway there. It's going to get you halfway to what it would cost you in units for this. But I want to talk about something for a sec, because I want to talk a little bit about probability, right? So all these things are RNG based. And there's a couple things to consider about probability. First, right, with probability is that if you look at these crystals, it says that you have a 3% chance to get a 5-star hero. So what that means is that you realistically, every 100 of these you should open, you should get a 5-star. That's what 3% means if you open 100. Now, probability-wise, okay, but probability doesn't work like that, and neither does. See, a lot of people think that if you just open 100 crystals, you're going to get 3 5-stars. That's not how it works. And I don't shout out other people on the channels a lot, but Profov talked about this before. He's never gotten a 5-star out of these Grandmaster crystals. He's probably, hundreds, maybe thousands of these, and he's never gotten a 5-star of these. I myself, on this main account, have opened 2 or 250 of them. I think I've gotten 1. I might have gotten 2 5-stars out of these. Maybe 2. So why then is the odds? You would think that for 200, let's call it 200, that I should have gotten 6 5-stars at least by now, but I haven't. So let's talk about why, right? Because everybody that I've ever talked to said that these are have the lowest drop rates of 5-stars of any crystal that has come about. The legendary crystals, the Grandmasters, the Cavalier, they don't match up with the 3%. And why is that? There's a thing called the law of averages, right? So if you roll a dice, right, roll a 6-sided dice 1,000 times, you should get close, or 10,000 times, or 1,000,000 times, you should get close to hitting everything about equal. You get 1 through 6 each time, about the same amount of times, right? But if I rolled it 6 times, right, I might not get 1 every time, like a 1 once, 2 once, 3 once, 4 once, 5, right? Why not? Because the law of averages. The more you do something, the more chances you're giving yourself to do that, right? And so theoretically, the law of averages says that if I have 35 of these and I open them all at once, I should see a greater chance. But that's not how this works, right? So probability, let's go back to the probability for a second. Each one of these is a new thing, right? It's a new crystal that resets the probability, right? So if you take if you randomly put your hand into a bag and there's one red and there's 3 reds for 5 stars, there's 3 5 stars, 15 4 stars, and 82 3 stars. You put your hand in a bag, you're most likely getting 82, or one of the 82 3 stars. But the thing about it is that a lot of people think the way it works is that you just get to put your hand in the bag again and just pulling them out. But it didn't work like that. That's not how probability works, right? So the law of averages works when you have less of an opportunity to get something, right? So take, for example, a coin flip. If I flip a coin, law of averages says if I flip it 100 times, I'm most likely going to see distribution that's half heads, half tails. If I roll a dice 100 times, I'm going to see some distribution that's pretty close to even, but maybe not as close to even as you would see a coin flip. If I roll 20-sided dice 100 times, not going to see that same even distribution anymore, right? Now, if I roll a 20-sided dice 10,000 times, I might see a little bit more of an even distribution. But here's the thing you can think about, right? When you put your hand back in the bag to pull out whether you need a 3-star, 4-star, 5-star, okay, you're having to put your hand back in a bag with 82 3 stars again, even if you pulled a 3-star the last time, not 81 3 stars, okay? And so because of that, you're resetting the probability. Now, you're only getting 35 of these, and I want you to think about this. There are, 173 stars, 165 174 stars, and 165 5 stars? Whatever, like Scarlet Witch isn't a 5-star yet, and there's 1 or 2. So you have to think that it's the probability of pulling those. You've got a ton of those in there, and you've got more chance to pull a 3-star. But then when you go to pull it again, you don't get the same amount. So the reason these are just low is because the law of averages doesn't bear out. Nobody opens 10,000 of these at a time, right? It's why you'll sometimes see people pull insane amounts of luck all at once. It's because the law of averages catches up to them all at once, potentially, right? So these are by far and away the worst deals. So 7,500 5-star crystal stars, that's a fair amount for $50, but I just don't buy these Grandmaster daily card crystals, right? They're just not good. And then you only get half the gold you should be getting, right? Now, some people might open 35 and get 8 or 9 5-stars. That's not the likelihood. Okay, but the one that I really want to talk about, and normally I don't cheat and look ahead, but when I first pulled up, it scanned across, so I kind of caught a glimpse of it. The one I really want to talk about that is the 6-star daily card, right? Now I'm intrigued. Okay, it's $70 US. So it's a lot of money, right? But man, this is an interesting deal, right? Okay, it's an interesting deal because you get 10,000 5-star hero crystal shards right now. You get a fully formed one. Now I would say the value of a 5-star crystal is probably somewhere in the $25 to $30 range now. So it's decent, but look at that. You get 4,500 total 6-star shards over the course of 30 days and 3,000 right now. So you're getting 75. You're almost all the way to a 6-star after the course of a month. Now, a new event quest comes up soon, and there's 2,500 6-star shards in that without the side event quest stuff. So over the course of that month, you'll have the opportunity to earn a fully formed 6-star. Plus, you get a 5-star right now for $70. I'm very torn on this deal. I think that the Grandmaster Daily card gets a 2-star. I think the Daily card gets a negative infinity star. Like, I think it's the worst deal. Like, the planet, like, it's garbage. Right? Grandmaster Daily card maybe gets a 2-star deal because you get a lot of 5-star shards with it. But this 6-star Daily card, man, this thing is crazy because I think it go either way. I think it's like, if I'm going to 6 stars, I think it's probably a 3 or 4-star deal. Here's why I say that. I mean, you're getting a 5-star right now. Boom, 5-star right now. That's worth $25 on average, easy. Right? And you might get a crappy hero. But you might get a good hero. Right? But if you get it for $25, that brings the value of a 6-star down to about $60 or $70, which is cheaper than we've seen it in the past. Now, there's a lot of trash in the 6-star, right? There's a lot of trash in there. But consider for a second that they just offered a 6-star Nexus for $200 worth of units. And you're getting 7,500 shards over the course of a month. Now, it's the course of months. You don't get them all right now. But they're offering for essentially, $70 or so, a fully formed 6-star. I mean, that's about on par what we saw with the 6-star Nexus. Now, the difference is that you only got to pick one of the 3. So it's like roll on 3 and get to choose one. Here you just get to pick one, where you just get whatever you get. And so I don't know. It's intriguing. I'm going to be very curious because this is one of those deals where I really feel like Obama's testing the waters. They're really testing the waters. 10,000 5-star shards, like I said, is nothing to sneeze at. I mean, if you got 5,000 shards right now, you get a feature here, Crystal, and you're pulling a probably pretty good champ. I struggle to endorse this more than a 4-star deal. I think I'd give it a 4-star. I mean, you get a fully formed 5-star right away. You get 3,000 6 stars right away. I'll give it 4 stars. I'll give it 4 stars. Can't go to 5-star. I definitely can't go to 6 stars. 6 stars are like Cyber Weekend, 4th of July, the Mastery Core stuff. That's a 6-star deal. Those are things where if you were to purchase for units, you're getting 3, 4, 10 times the value for a 6-star type of deal. But I just don't know if I can go 5-star on it because there's just too much RNG base in it. Now, the difference between a 5-star crystal and a Grandmaster crystal is instead of having all the 3 stars and all the 4 stars and all the 5 stars to choose from in one bag, for example, like we talked about probability, it's just 5-star hero crystals. Now, the other thing I would say for this is that coming up pretty soon in the next, 1 to 3 weeks, they're going to be having those new crystals that you can, they're going to be like skill and mutant together. So if you buy this deal, I would strongly recommend do not be tempted to open the 5-star. And right now, wait until they drop that new crystal. Because then your probability of getting the champion that you want only increases significantly, right? Now, it may be a higher cost. It may be 12 or 13 to 15,000 units, right? But it may be 10,000 as well, right? And if it's 10,000, if you buy this, hold it. Hold those shards. On my main, just as a PSA, right? On my main right now, you can see I am holding my shards. I'm practicing what I preach. I'm holding my shards. I got 68,788. I got 20,000 6-star hero crystal shards. I am holding my shards because my account's in a good place right now, and I want to increase my chances probability-wise. So, anyways, if you guys like what you saw, like what you heard, please hit that notification bell. Sorry it's a little long. I did want to kind of explain because the Grandmaster crystals are just so bad for RNG. Because you have such a low percentage at a 5-star, and there's no 6-star chance in there either. I can't endorse it. I can't put my stamp on it. So, anyways, thanks guys. If you like what you saw, like what you heard, hit the buttons, and I'll be back again soon. Thanks.